On March 13th, Brianna Taylor, a 26-year-old medical worker, was shot and killed in her own home by Louisville police officers serving a no-knock warrant. Since then, local Austin organizations, such as the Austin Justice Coalition, and many UT students have led their own protests supporting the Black Lives Matter movement and demanding justice for Brianna Taylor.
I've seen people get shot, homies get killed. I don't want to be that. Y'all are not going to be that. Y'all kids will not be that. My son will not be that. So we really need y'all to act on y'all energy. Really act on it, feel it, and say it. Who? Black Lives Matter. What? Black Lives Matter. Who? Black Lives Matter. What? Black Lives Matter.
On the night of Brianna Taylor's death, 3 Louisville police officers rammed down the door to Taylor's apartment using a no-knock warrant as part of a drug investigation. According to Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, not a single officer announced themselves before forcing their way in and firing more than 20 bullets into their apartment, striking Taylor multiple times. 6 months after Taylor was killed, the Kentucky grand jury only indicted one officer, Brett Hankinson, for charges of wanton endangerment, the lowest class felony in Kentucky. According to Attorney General Daniel Cameron, the wanton endangerment charges are for stray bullets Hankinson fired at neighboring apartments, not for killing Brianna Taylor.
It's sad to say this, but I wasn't surprised. At some point you kind of, especially as a Black American, you don't get used to this feeling. You kind of become numb sometimes to the fact that they usually find a way to wiggle around the justice that a person deserves. It hurt me deeply just because I know that she deserves justice.
She's more than just this representation of Black women being done wrong, but she was also a person, like a regular person who went to nightclubs, who had fun, who had a boyfriend, who had dreams, who had goals. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think we tend to forget sometimes that Black people are more than just these symbols of police brutality, but rather actual human beings who feel pain, who feel joy, who live life.
The Brianna Taylor case and the Black Lives Matter movement have led many young adults to question how they can fight for racial justice and become social activists. While some UT students have protested, others have found different ways to fight for change in their communities. For example, computer science seniors Abby Krishnan and Ritvik Anum created a website called Pack It Up. The website allows users to see what police PACs or political action committees have donated to political candidates across Texas.
When you open up the website, you can see the different amounts and the different police PACs that have donated to candidates. And if you click on a specific one or you search for a specific candidate by their position or where they're from, you can actually send them a pre-filled email that encourages them to stop taking police PAC money and donate that amount to racial justice organizations such as the Equal Justice Initiative.
Grad student Lily Kunda says education is another powerful way for students to engage with social activism.
As students, we are empowered because we can be educated. I really encourage people to take classes within the Center for Women and Gender Studies, within the African American Studies Department, Liberal Studies, and learn about these disenfranchised and marginalized communities and how they become marginalized. It's not just retweeting something, but it's about knowing why this is happening.
For Abby and Ritvik, making student voices heard by fighting for the issues they care about are extremely important steps to getting civically involved.
Civic engagement doesn't really have to be this daunting thing. It's really a lot about just reaching out to the people you know. And I think that that's definitely the first step that many students can take in order to truly engage with activism. It's about making sure that stories like Brianna Taylor's are heard. It's about making sure that people understand what's happening and what they can do to fix it.